What up, everybody? It's your boy Brandon Pops Griffin. You know what it is when you hear my voice. Babyface Hill. Here on the road to Backlash. Listen, man, before I go too far down the bunny trail, let me introduce you to my crew. 2 out of my 4 guys with me. To my left, Menace Red.
Yo.
To my right, Ricky Bobby.
What's up?
Young King, tell them what they need to do.
Like, comment, share, subscribe, and turn on post notifications to be notified every single time we post.
Every single time we post, you don't want to miss this. 30 plus years of fanship, and I done told y'all already, man. I see it. I see the increase, and we like it. Come on, we come with the fire. Keep listening. Keep paying attention. And don't forget to let us know your thoughts and all that good stuff. So before I go too far down the bunny trail, let me introduce you to our guy, the one who keeps us on track. The myth, the legend, the man himself, the narrator. Red, what's happening, man?
Yo, so we back. This week review of Monday Night Raw. A lot of good wrestling going on. Want to keep you guys informed from our perspective. So, of course, we're not going to go in order, but we are going to hit every single point. Who knows, we might go in order. These are really good notes. So, the longest running weekly episodic television series brought to you by the WWE Monday Night Raw opens up with the Bloodline, Usos, Solo, the Wiseman. They all address the WWE Universe, and the Wiseman does something crazy. Where it's like when Jimmy Neutron and Timmy Turner met, and the cartoons kind of like crossed. He invites the Judgment Day down to the ring to speak to the Bloodline. How do you guys feel about that?
Hey, listen, I ain't know what was going on. Okay, I was like, oh man, it's about to get crazy. But then, once the wise man broke it down, obviously my boy Jay wasn't feeling it. But the wise man told him, you wasn't supposed to know nothing. You know what I'm saying? The only one who knew was Solo, because Solo don't give us no talk back. Okay, pretty much, that's how it go. And I thought it was cool, you know, he broke it down. We both got issues. We'll solve y'all problem, y'all solve our problem. Listen, man, when the wise men say the Bloodline gonna do something, it gets done. I can't speak for every other faction. You feel me?
Right.
But I did think it was pretty cool to see the factions in there, and guys, you know, and even at that moment, how we talk about, you know, Solo needing to be controlled, Damian Priest was looking like he ain't know that Spike was gonna take his ball. He would have knocked him down the sides. But they got it in order and it worked out. So yeah, go ahead, Ricky Bobby, talk to us on it.
You know, with Solo being the only one to know about this, and they're all in a fraction, to further go show you that there's no trust cost. But
here we go.
Anyways, you know, let me talk. In terms of the whole thing, I thought it was cool. I like Red's comparison about like when the TV shows crossed over, it felt like that, because I didn't think there would be a point in time where they would like force something like that. But it was a cool deal. You don't want to say too much because we still have more of the show to talk about where it develops more, but I'm excited to see how it goes, how long they can keep it up, because they're both two driving forces in the universe right now. So
it's a one-time thing, man. Bloodline don't need nobody else. It's a one-time thing.
I don't know if it's a one-time thing considering on the main event that happened and how it ended. It looks like it's going to be for a little bit longer, but we'll see.
Yeah, I think it was a cool connection. It was dope to see. I definitely didn't think that we'd see them together on screen on the same side. I thought maybe they would feud at some point, but seeing them with one common goal, all taking orders from Tribal Chief, crazy. And Paul Heyman let them know the Tribal Chief has expectation. Like Pop said, the Bloodline completes their objectives when they agree to something.
Solo does.
The Judgment Day, have to really complete their agreement to the Tribal Chief.
Yo, what do y'all think about my man Finn with the t-shirt, man? Like, that's not, you know, Austin 316 shirt. He has the Finn 14 staples.
I think it's cool, but it can never be Austin.
I don't think it's gonna catch on at all.
Really?
I mean, if you look at the font, though, it's exactly how Austin's shirt was.
It's cool though, because he really got 14 stitches in a WrestleMania match. That was great. So, but I don't think it would catch on like Austin 316. But Finn is Finn, you know. But this interaction leads to Solo versus Rey Mysterio, and I am willing to say that this is Solo's best comp yet since he's been on around. So how'd you guys feel about Solo versus Rey Mysterio?
Shout out to Rey Mysterio, man. You know, the Hall of Famer, the GOAT, man. Love him. He's still performing, putting on a great show in the ring. It was great to see Solo work with him. So I thought that was great. Solo looks like a beast, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He just really looks like an untamed beast. You know, got the victory over Rey. And then anybody can get it mode. So everybody in LWO caught the
And that's what's crazy to me. Every member, he beats the mentor of LWO with the spike. Every single member of the group receives a spike.
Yeah.
This man he needs a leash. Something.
I know we were our SmackDown video. We were talking about how how Rey Mysterio was like in cahoots with LWO, but he came out wearing LWO shirt. Looks like he's gonna that's gonna be his new place for at least a few weeks. So I think it's cool. The match was cool. Everyone in the LWO sadly did get hit with a small spike, but they do get that look back at the end of the show, which is great. It's great.
Yeah.
But it was a good match. So like I said, Solo was looking better in ring. Definitely big comp for him, and I thought it was an overall good match. And I think it placed high in the show for it to be such a decent match. I thought it was pretty cool.
Right. For it to be the match that opened the show is definitely great to see two. Rey Mysterio's he's not in the main event, but he's in big storylines.
Yeah,
like if there was no bloodline, his storylines would be pretty much main event status right now. So dope to see that opened up Raw. Next we had Bianca Belair defending her Raw Women's Championship against a representative of Damage Control in Dakota Kai. We know Io Sky won the #1 contendership, but Bayley went to bat for Dakota to get her shot this week on Raw. How'd you guys feel?
I thought it was a good match. You know, I like Bianca Belair, I like Dakota Kai too. And I know a while back I was saying I think it's gonna be better for their whole group when Dakota Kai and Io Sky can get their solo reign. And I think that Dakota Kai looked good in that match. Like she was able to hold her own. It wasn't like a bad match. It was a good follow-up match for the first match. It just placed well on the card. So I thought it was very interesting. Good one for Bianca Belair, and it keeps Damage Control still in talks with not main event, but title
contention, which is always good. It's always good.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was a good match. Shout out to the EST. Obviously, you know, she picked up the W. I will give the EST this right now. She's a fighting champion. You know.
Yeah.
I'm looking for the Queen of Darkness. I don't see her in no ring match yet. So, you know, she's the other women's champion and she needs to be fighting as well. But I won't let her not fighting take over the segment of the women's champion who did fight. So shout out to the EST for handling her business. Dakota Kai looked good in the ring, you know, as we figured. And it did show a little bit more range when it comes to the EST. And we'll just go from there.
Yeah, I think it was solid. I'm excited. I think Io is a bit better than Dakota, so when Io gets her shot, I think it'll definitely be another good match, maybe even better than this one. But next, we had the American Nightmare top babyface in the business of wrestling come out, and he wants to take the fight to Brock Lesnar. He told Brock, "I grew up around cowboys. You're not a cowboy. You're a coward." Adam Pearce, the GM, comes out, tells Cody no, he's not medically cleared, blah, blah, blah. Cody's not hearing it. Cody grabs a chair, he's ready to go. Security comes out. Brock comes out. How do you guys feel about this?
It was good. It was great. Perfect. Like I said, Cody always cuts top tier promos. Definitely got to see a more vicious side of him. Attacking Adam Pearce, attacking all the security. It was really good. Peak. So I think even with him to not really be in talks with Roman and that whole thing, is still be entertaining. Very excited for this match. They confirmed the match at Backlash against Brock and Cody. It's gonna be good as they keep building up to it because it was very entertaining. So I can't wait to see when they can actually collide, and I think it will just be very entertaining.
Excuse me. Let me just clear my throat. I'm gonna say this, and I love Cody, and I love what he's doing right now. He's the ultimate baby face. But man, you got to be to be calling out Brock Lesnar like that. You know what I'm saying? But he did look like a madman. I mean, he said, I'm gonna leave. Then he changed his mind. Went and grabbed a chair and just went at all security, everybody, like, listen, he wanted his hands on Brock. I didn't like Brock coming out and kind of gloating a little bit and kind of, agitating him, but then having all these security guards in front of him. I actually would have liked to see, once Cody got through the first set of security guards, had him and Brock got a little something going, and then take the security guards and let them break Cody up and get him back in the ring and all that stuff. So, yeah, but that was my take on it, because I feel like we saw Brock dust him up. You know what I'm saying? Brock really dust him up bad. He's not even medically cleared right now, right? So that was my thing. Like, if he's not medically cleared, but Brock's gonna come out there and gloat him, at least let him be able to, get a couple of licks at him. He went to jump over the security. Yeah. Then they all just grabbed him.
That's what I was gonna say. I think that was dope. He fought through 2 or 3 waves of security. Adam Pearce is frantic in the ring. Cody, you got it. You got the match at Backlash.
Yeah.
Wasn't enough for Cody. He started looking like John Wick to the security guards. And then right when he's about to get Brock's sitting on the ramp. Cody's coming up the ramp. He jumps at him. Security just come and catch him in the air and drag him all the way back to the ring. He beats those guys up too. I think honestly though, from like a storytelling aspect, I think that him jumping and security guards catching him was kind of dope. Like, it felt like an action movie or something kind of. It was dope.
For sure. I don't think Cody's necessarily a fool for calling out Brock Lesnar, and I feel like when's the last time Brock Lesnar, when's the last time Brock Lesnar had a challenger that was like actually a good challenger?
Stop, bro. You were just saying how Omos made him look like nobody ever made him look.
I did. I stand on that. But Brock
and Lashley came out
Brock would quickly shut him up at WrestleMania. I'm saying like almost isn't believable. Like we were trying to talk, he's not a believable. He's not a good character. He just had Brock look like a clown at first. But I'm talking about like in order of like. Just like I feel like the way Cody talks in the promos, you just want to believe him. Like he just puts on a good promo. I don't know, but I feel like I think that's different than what I said about Omos. Omos just made him like he embarrassed Brock. But I feel like Cody's actually like it sounds like he actually has something to prove. Like there's really no point of Omos versus Brock at all. Like
my thing is this with this whole Cody and Brock thing, right? Brock, as of years later, has not been known for going distance, right? Well, that's one of the things Cody can pop his collar on, is that he's a guy that can go the distance. He gets better as the matches go on. So, I hear people always say styles make fights, right? Well, these are 2 total contrary styles. Mm-hmm. One guy can fly around, he can get on the mat, he can do different stuff. Another guy, he can get on the mat if he wants to. He comes from that, but he prefer to just welcome to Suplex City and just throw you all around and try to concuss you and get you dizzy and whatever happens. So that's why I say, Cody's showing the mean side to him and we like that, but it would have been nice to see him get his hands on Brock. I don't want to have to wait till Backlash for them to actually have some type of physical altercation, because all I have as a fan, the last memory of them being in the ring together in the physical altercation was Brock blindsiding him and destroying him.
Right.
I feel like in terms of like they are different style wrestling and just overall just different, but I don't think that I still feel like the match can still be good, because I don't think that Cody would like have a short match just cause I don't know. I feel like the match can still be good even with their different attitudes towards work, I guess you could say.
Yeah, I'm intrigued to see how the match is gonna look overall. I'm intrigued to see when they do finally come to that no holds barred fight, like with security and everybody else coming up try to break them up and stuff. How is Cody really going to fare in that? How is that going to look believable? Yeah. That's also why I was kind of happy about security guards, because like you could want to get there, but once you get there, what are you really going to do that's going to beat this guy? Because Brock ran through everybody twice, so I don't know how.
Remember his brawl with Cena?
That's what I'm saying. He made Cena look like a kid.
Literally, he was going through every superstar in the locker room, like he was going crazy. So
yeah, so I'm excited to see what happens at Backlash. Excited to see what happens before that. Cody Rhodes still doing some main event kind of things, even though it's not in the title picture, which is dope. So, up next we had a non-title match. U.S. champ Austin Theory taking on Bobby Lashley. This is really just to further the feud between Bronson Reed and Bobby Lashley. How'd you guys feel about this though?
When it was announced, I was shocked because I never thought that Austin Theory and Bobby Lashley, that guy would ever come back into play. But it is being used to further the feud. I think it was cool. Like, the way that he interfered was really cool. Like, they were going mid and he just came in and did this move. It was very impressive. And I'm very entertained by Bronson Reed and Bobby Lashley's
Yeah, this is one of Bobby Lashley's better feuds.
Yeah, like, it's actually pretty entertaining. So I'm gonna stay in tune with that. But I don't like. They probably are gonna have a match at Backlash, and I don't really know like. It's like I like how it's not for a title, but it's still interesting. I feel like WWE has a lot of those type of rivalries going on right now.
Yeah, which is great, and that says a lot about the star power in that locker room. To have those type of rivals and still have the fans engaged and to be relevant. Listen, I like Bronson Reed a lot, man. You know, Lashley was in the middle of putting that master lock on Austin Theory, and then he just came in the ring from out of nowhere and broke the whole thing up. And don't forget, Austin Theory also got another little piece because he hopped in and gave the little kick to Bobby in the side of the head when he was almost putting, Brunson in the master lock.
But after he did that, Bronson Reed also kind of gave Austin Theory like a little death stare. So I don't know how Austin Theory is going to continue to come into play, but it's very interesting.
And Austin Theory needs to defend his belt, bro.
Yeah, but hey, that could be, who knows? Maybe that could be three-way. Theory retains, but because these guys' rivalry is so nasty and
sick of him retaining.
They give it up. Well, he's got.
Honestly, that sounds like Austin Theory championship match. Triple threat. These guys hate each other to the point where they beat the mess out of each other. Theory just comes in and gets the pick.
Finds a way to win.
That literally sounds like Austin Theory match.
Spoiler.
I wouldn't be mad if that happened. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I would be mad though. But I think maybe Bobby Lashley has his best feud with quick, big dudes. His most memorable feud in his first WWE run was Umaga. Yeah. That's a quick, big dude. Bronson Reed has a similar build, and this is the most interesting thing he's done since maybe Big E.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah, so I might be able to Bobby Lashley. Who knows? But next we had the female GOAT of all GOATs, Trish Stratus, come out and address the universe. Had a few things to say.
Did she ever?
How did you guys feel about this?
I thought it was cool. I know. I want to say last week I kind of said that I believe that she was the one that attacked Lita, and she came out and said that was accurate and that she did. So spoiler alert.
But you got to tell me a spoiler if you said it beforehand.
I did say it beforehand.
Okay. All right. Go back and listen.
Yeah, go back. But she made some interesting statements. I think it's cool because I know a while ago we had said we never really got to see intentional heel Trish, so I thought it was very cool. I think hopefully Becky will come out next Raw because she didn't come out at all. So I just wonder where that's going. But she made a pretty bold accusation saying that she is the GOAT in wrestling entertainment, and I don't.
She also said she built the division.
Yeah.
She said a lie, yo.
Is she lying though?
In terms of building the division, I don't think she's lying. But I think that just to fit the heel persona, she was discrediting Lita on purpose. But I think when it comes to like building the
modern day female division.
Yeah, not even modern day. More so like after they left and like Nikki Bella's and Paige's when they came in. I feel like that more so era. I definitely think that she did pioneer in that. But in terms of like GOAT and female wrestling or just wrestling in total, I don't know if she's that. But I'm not gonna knock her. I think she's very capable. She has a nice resume to prove. But
I'm gonna tell you this right now, okay? And I respect Trish. I get it. If there's a Mount Rushmore of women wrestlers and trendsetters for the women division, she's possibly on that Mount Rushmore.
She's on it.
Okay. There is one queen in wrestling, female queen. That's Charlotte Flair. All right, that's period.
Queen, not goat. You said queen, you didn't say goat.
There's one queen, there's one goat. That's Charlotte Flair. Period. Now that I've said my piece, in my opinion, I will say I like to heel Trish. I do agree with her to a certain extent that, you know, the women's division, she was in a time period where, you know, chicks were in wrestling and they were just pretty much known for having double D's and tracks in their hair. And she actually showed that they could be more than just that. She was definitely a fan favorite. She was responsible for a lot. And probably the way the women's division is now, she does definitely have to say she has a feather. She has to have her fingerprint on that. So I will give her all that. But at the same time, I think the women are way more advanced, probably, as far as skill-wise. When you talk about a Charlotte, when you talk about a Becky, when you talk about a Bayley, you know, you're talking about skill. You know, these women, they can actually wrestle. They don't just, you know, go to the rope and do little cartwheels and things like that. So
I think that's the main difference. I think wrestling, the GOAT is, I would say, Asuka or Charlotte. Wrestling.
Asuka, yeah, for sure.
But overall, WWE female, women, characters, wrestlers, Trish Stratus has got to be up there. But she wasn't the only woman in her time to be.
Not at all.
Remember Victoria? Victoria was good. Lita was dope. But it was definitely far fewer. Like, even Michelle McCool was good, but she didn't have enough competition. Natalia was solid. Beth Phoenix didn't have enough competition at the time. Right now, I feel like it's the most competition of good women wrestlers that there's ever been.
To go back on what Pop said, a lot of the females that you named and like GOAT status are just better in general than like in ring ability. They all said that if it wasn't for people like Trish Stratus, they wouldn't even be, you know, where they are. So I think like it was cool. You give her props, but not to discredit anyone while giving props.
Yeah, but the thing is with Trish too. I mean, again, she was able to put it all together in the sense that it wasn't just about her looks. You know, we actually gave her credit for being good in the ring. She was able to carry the division. Like, I like Trish. I'm a fan, so I get it. I like this heel turn. I don't think she can beat Becky. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to just say that right now. And nor do I think she should beat Becky. So you kind of just wonder. I don't want it at the end of the day to be like, man, she came back, she's great, we love when she comes back, but now she turned heel and she loses to Becky, and it's like, oh, she was just a bitter, old, great one who felt she didn't get her props. I don't want her to go out like that.
I think she can. I don't think she will, though. Just because, like we said, if Becky heel turned and then she beat Trish, would prove nothing. So with Trish heel turning and losing to Becky, would prove that still, like I don't know. It would just still like it would make just sense in storyline flow.
I'm gonna be all the way real. Trish Stratus was like one of my favorites growing up. There's nothing she could do with Becky Lynch in the ring. There's nothing she could do with the top 6 women in the division, really. Like name a submission Trish Stratus has ever did besides a headlock or a sleeper.
Right.
Becky's finish is a whole armbar.
Right.
So
logically, more skilled than to be honest.
Right. Logically, there's nothing she can really do. It's a couple cartwheels, couple backflips, chick kick.
Right.
But I think Becky Lynch is good enough, and Trish Stratus is good enough in like the storytelling, sports entertainment aspect of wrestling that they'll put on a good enough match.
And let me say this before we move on, that I will give her this much. All women in the locker room, you know what I'm saying, could definitely take some tips from her microphone skills.
Oh, for sure.
Because she got on that mic and really dealt with the universe, and it sounded like she was speaking from here, from her heart. You know what I'm saying?
Nobody else in the room.
She been carrying some of this, and I need to let y'all know, like, this how I feel. You know what I'm saying? But one thing you were wrong about, Trish, is that you were many of our young crushes, and we were all crazy about you. So, you know, and shout outs to that too, because, you know, there was China in the industry at the time. Women didn't look like Trish and was still able to deliver in the ring.
Yeah. Next, in more women's action, we had Minchin, aka Mia Yim, with Candice LeRae versus the team of Sonya Deville and Chelsea Green. Sonya Deville and Chelsea Green win that match. Chelsea Green throws a drink in Liv Morgan's face after they got the win. Basically put a little bit extra sauce on that title match they got coming up. How'd you guys feel about it?
Like we mentioned before, I don't think that they're good enough opponents. And not gonna lie, Candice LeRae, when she was in NXT, she was looking great. Same with Mia Yim. So I feel like if they would have won, they would have definitely put on a more entertaining match with Raquel and Liv.
Really?
Yeah, like I mean, Candice LeRae's in ring is just very impressive.
She's good.
She's good in ring.
I think Mia Yim is just too botchy.
Yeah, she's too botchy, but Candice LeRae is good. I think they would have gave a good match. I don't think that. I don't have anything against Sonya Deville and Chelsea Green. I just don't think that they're good enough opponents. And at Chelsea Green is good in ring. I think she needs more to build up. And I feel like the end of the match wasn't really believable for me. The move Chelsea Green did, it looked a little like it didn't look authentic enough to sell the match. But I think throwing the drink in her face was good taunting, just for the purposes of keeping the storyline fresh and keeping it going.
That's what I was gonna go at. Is that shout outs to them for getting the win. Sonya Deville or whatever, but Chelsea Green's got something.
Yeah.
I think she really does have something. So I like her. I can see the more she's in the ring,
It's just her character that I think
But I think that you need that. You know what I'm saying? You need that one that's gonna press the envelope. She knew already throwing the drink in their face and what that would do and get them upset, but I like that.
Yeah, she's annoying without. Remember, what was her name? Jillian. You remember?
Oh yeah, I remember.
She was crazy.
But she was like, I'm annoying. Like, here I am, I'm annoying.
Yeah.
Chelsea Green's like, she's annoying, but she doesn't have to broadcast she's annoying. She does annoying things.
Yeah.
Jillian used to sing. It was crazy.
Jillian was
terrible.
Yeah.
Next in the main event, we had a 6-man tag. Judgment Day, Finn Balor, Damian Priest, Dominic Mysterio versus the team of Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, accompanied by Riddle. How'd you guys feel about this whole thing?
Yeah, the whole thing. The match was good itself, but Judgment Day did not get the job done.
Right.
They did not get the job done. So it's gonna be interesting to see how that continues. When everyone when Bloodline came out and then LWO came out, and it was just chaos in the ring. It was perfect. It was kind of just four different groups clashing and then going at it. And in the end, who came out on top at the end of the little battle? LWO, and then KO, Sami Zayn, and Riddle. Just to show you, they definitely got their look back from earlier on in the show. But it's very entertaining. And I want to see how these matches are going to cross over. It's just very entertaining. I'm very, very in tune with it, and I thought it was something fresh that we haven't seen in a while. Not getting repetitive at all.
Yeah, me as well. I enjoyed it. Judgment Day's got to handle their business, though. You know what I'm saying?
Letting down the tribal chief.
You can't let down the tribal chief. When you let down the tribal chief, bad things happen. Okay, things don't go your way. The chief isn't happy. Bad things happen. So they but I like the chaos breaking out at the end. I think that's pretty cool. It reminds me a lot of these 90 wars. When the two companies were going at each other, and you would see the factions start out the show, they would end the show. It's pretty cool to see that whole thing playing out right now. I like it.
Yeah, I love it. LWO getting that main event shine. Judgment Day hopping on the Bloodline thing. Sami Zayn, KO, the Usos, that whole internal thing. Now we got Solo Riddle, the outer shell of that. It's crazy. I know earlier I said it's the Jimmy-Timmy fusion, but this, with all the teams combined, is when Raven and Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, Hannah Montana was all in the whole episode. It's crazy. Yeah. So I think it's dope, man. I'm excited to see what's going on going forward. Hopefully the LWO continues to be a big staple on these shows after Backlash. Let's see what we're trying to get the whole Spanish community together. Let's keep it going after May 5th.
Yeah, because it really seems like it's going to be here because Bad Bunny's hosting it. I hope it doesn't fall out after that.
Yeah, it better not fall off after that, man.
Yeah, I think it could be big, but That's all from us on this Raw review. Babyface Heels Gang brought to you by Griffin Family Entertainment Network. Something like that. Y'all be easy out there. Wrestling has more than one royal family, but we them ones. Like, comment, share, sub.